Hello, everyone. Welcome to our latest Cruise Corner podcast, which is a How to Sell episode. And I'm joined today by Luke Smith, who is the VP of Trade Sales for UK and EMEA for Crystal Cruises. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Can't wait.
And so today we are just going to take you through 3 key selling points that our agent listeners can take away and become Crystal experts. So that can be anything on new trade sales teams, new incentives, anything that you've got going on that you think will help our agent listeners.
Super.
But before we get to that, we always start with a fun little game.
Yay.
You sound so excited.
Go.
You're going to love it. It's when we will give you 30 seconds to answer the question. I'm going to give you the scenario. So imagine you're having coffee with a friend.
Yeah.
You know about friends.
It's more the time frame that's worrying me, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, that's not your strong point.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine you're having coffee with a friend and they're looking for a holiday recommendation.
Okay.
In 30 seconds or less, I need you to tell me why they should pick Crystal. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Should absolutely pick Crystal because it is exceptional at sea. You have got a butler in no matter what grade of suite you book. You've got amazing brand partnerships. Who doesn't love going to Nobu and not paying for it? You've got the most incredible shore excursions, entertainment, but the service is absolutely to die for. There's some incredible deals out there and booking way in advance with some of the brand new ships launching in 2028.
Nailed it. Oh, well done.
I know. Literally the first time I've kept to a time.
Yeah, I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now we know you can do it. So you've set yourself up to fail there.
You've had my one kind of, my one piece of concise communication.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for that.
That's
yeah.
right.
Well, it was a really good answer, though. You touched on loads of things and stuff that I imagine you will come onto as part of your 3 key selling points. So let's start with number 1.
Okay. So I think the first thing I would say to agents is learn about what makes Crystal. And one of the key points and the main point, I guess, is those brand partnerships, because I think this is where we really offer real differentiation in the market. So we are lucky enough to have some incredible brand partnerships, especially around food and entertainment. So when you look at food, and I touched on it slightly then, but we have the only Nobu restaurant at sea. So worldwide renowned chef Nobu Matsuhisa has got a restaurant board called UMEA. And for anyone who's ever either been to or seen or heard of one of his restaurants in London or LA, New York, wherever it is, it's the same menu. So you get the Nobu black cod, you get all of the house special sushis, you get all of the cocktails, everything that you could imagine from a Nobu experience, but it's included in the cost of the cruise. And that offers incredible value. And when I say that I have taken people to one of the land-based restaurants before, and so if you're with a table of 6 and you could quite easily spend £4,000 on that meal. And so when you think like that type of experience is included in the cost of your cruise, and even if you want to do go more times than you're kind of allocated during your week cruise, for example, it's like $50 extra per person to kind of keep on adding it on. So the value, representative value in that is exceptional. Also on the food service, we've got Beef Bar, which is an incredible, again, global restaurant started in Monaco, where we've got a head office. I think they've got 32 restaurants globally now. It's this beef, reef and leaf concept. So think like the best steaks, like the most incredible street foods and salads. And they do this incredible avocado hummus, which is just amazing. That concept, again, you can go there, lunch and dinner, all included. And then we have got one of the best chefs in the world, Massimiliano Alamo. He could just be called Max, right? Which I think a lot of people could. But basically, he was the youngest chef, I believe, to hold a 3 Michelin star status. And I think it's 22 years now that he's held that consecutively.
Wow.
And their restaurant in Italy, I think, has got a 9-month waiting list, and it's something like €1,500 per person or something crazy.
And that's included on board.
And he's taken over our Italian restaurant on board, Osteria. And it's just this most heartwarming, beautiful Italian cuisine. And that, again, is all included on board. And if you think about entertainment, we are lucky enough to have a wide range of entertainment on board the ships, but we have kind of really well-known acts coming on. This is like really top-level entertainment, so like Gloria Gaynor. We recently had Tom Ball from Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent All-Stars, who recently performed at Clear and was a smash hit. X Factor winner Sam Bailey, like all of these people, even down to like the theatre shows. So when I was on middle of last year, the kind of one of the theatre shows that we have, one of the singers in that was kind of sort of doing some audience sort of part like kind of interaction, and she was the original Glinda on the West End.
Incredible.
And so that,
from Wicked.
yeah, so from Wicked. So there's all of these kind of really talented, really high level entertainers on board, not to mention all of the kind of the guest speakers and lecturer program that we have. So get to know our brand partnerships, because they really will help you find crossover audiences and points of brand differentiation.
Yeah, and huge that you can then say, you know, if you did have a customer that had been to Nobu before and obviously loved it, I think everyone that goes loves it,
exactly.
And that spent a fortune on it, to then be able to say, well, consider that a £4,000 saving that you're then getting within your sailing. So a brilliant tip.
Absolutely. And I always use this, especially with the ultra luxury thing, is it's not what you pay to get on the ship, it's what you pay to get off.
Yeah.
And actually there are some excellent brands in what I would say is like that premium luxury sector, or kind of the kind of mainstream luxury, that, you know, and your gratuities aren't included, your high-speed internet isn't included, all your champagne and all of these things aren't included, your specialty dining restaurants aren't included, whereas actually everything is on Crystal. And even our waterside restaurant, our main dining restaurant, is rated at Michelin star level. So it's better than most other brands' specialty dining, and that's just our standard restaurant. So yeah, the brand partnerships, huge.
Okay, that's a good one. Right, this is supposed to just be a 10-minute episode, so I might have to press.
That was like a minute and a half.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Number two
would be the growth of the brand. So we are really working to not only increase the brand profile of the brand and the amount of agents that we work with, but there's also, you know, we've got Crystal Grace has just gone on sale, and there's 2 more ships to follow that. So by I think 2031, this will be a 5-ship fleet, with some of the kind of most modern, newest, most up-to-date luxury vessels out there. And so I would say that the brand grows with the trade, like absolutely vital to everything we want to do. So I would urge that we're like year one. And so I want as many travel agent partners engaging with us, because they're going to be vital to our growth, and also we're going to be really helpful for their growth.
Yeah. So, and this is a good time to get involved, as you've got so much coming down the pipeline.
So much, and there's so much opportunity now, because we are saying yes to more than we ever have. We are out there more than we've ever been. I've got an incredible team in place now, and we are just, we just want to grow. And it's such a period of sustained growth that we want the trade on that journey with us.
Amazing. Right. And your third and final key selling point
would be education. So we talked briefly in the first point about learning about the brand partnerships, but really we need people to be aware of the brand and learn about the brand. Come on a ship visit. We want people to come on fam trips. We're launching a new online training platform. The portal that we have, the booking engine portal, has been developed, become a much cleaner, more one-stop shop kind of solution for the trade. And so I want people to engage. And one thing I would say to the trade is that even if you've used our portal in the past, like go back and have another look, make sure you're registered for that, because that's kind of how we can then communicate messages and offers and opportunities to you. Get on the Crystal Loves Agents Facebook page. Make sure you're engaging with the team. So I've got the absolutely sensational Michael Young-Richards, Stephen Joyner and Holly Glazer within the UK operation, and more roles to be filled over time. But those guys are absolute kind of mines of information of not just the brand, but how the trade can grow their business. So make sure you're engaging on the education journey. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to see the brand and engage with the brand. But the more you know, the more comfortable you will be putting the brand on your socials or introducing it to customers. Learn where the ships go, all the kind of key selling points of the brand, the space to guest ratio, all of these types of things, so that you can recommend it, because this product is genuinely exceptional. And I'm not just saying that. I've been in this industry for over 20 years and it's utterly blown me away. So the more you can learn about it, the more that you will identify customers who will love this experience. And the commissions are very high, which always helps. And so we can commercially grow your businesses as well as kind of grow ours. So it's a very mutual partnership for the trade.
Fantastic. Thank you. So that was our 3 key points. So we have brand partnerships, which, I mean, you went into great detail on, and they do sound absolutely phenomenal. And then recognizing the value that you get on board. And like you say, it's not the cost to get on, it's the cost to get off. Then number 2 was your brand growth. So you've got Crystal Grays launching in 2028 and then 2 further ships launching. So you'll be a 5-ship fleet by 2031. And then your final point was the education that you guys offer with your online platform, your revamped portal, and your fantastic trade team, which are, as you said, mines of information for our agent partners.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Done.
Nice. Thank you for coming.
No worries. Thanks for having me.